Hi friends, welcome back to CADable. This is Engineer Ibrahim Umar, and today I'll show you how to make this pocket mirror in Solidworks. Here we'll do some basic 3D modeling like Extrude Boss, Fillet, application of shell feature, and application of text in Solidworks. Then we'll apply material in Solidworks in each part, and then we'll do some basic renders in photoview360. Then I'll export this geometry in Keyshot 9, and we'll do some rendering there as well. So just cancel it, and let's start. Let's go to new and go to part and select OK. And now I am in SolidWorks interface. So first of all, I'll change my background to plain white. I always check my units. These are already mmgs. Let's choose front plane, go to sketch, and I'll make a basic center rectangle. The dimension will be 100 by 70, so I'll change it to 100, and this will be 70. And now my sketch is fully defined. Next is I'll go to features, I'll go to Extrude Boss, and I'll make extrusion of let's say 10, and I think it's fine. Okay, next is select this plane, go to sketch, and I'll make a very simple sketch using let's say center rectangle, and sketch will be like this. Just dragging my rectangle, and now I'll give it dimension. The dimension from here to here will be, let's say, 5 millimeters, and here to here it will be 4 millimeters, right? And these will be 4. I can use symmetric relation, but that's okay. So it is still undefined. As you can see that I can drag this. So let's make another dimension. Let's say from here to here is 67. Okay, and also we can apply some fillets. Let's change it to 8, and okay. So we are done with this sketch. Next is I'll use split command, and go to features, go to curves, and under curves you can find this tool, split line. Select this sketch and select this face and select OK. As you can see that this sketch is splitted, and you can find these two faces, right? And these faces will help when I'll be using shell feature. Next is I'll go to, let's say, fillet, and just changing from full round fillet to constant size fillet, and we'll make 4 fillets of 10 millimeter radius. Select OK. So we are done with this basic we're almost done with this basic shape. This will be cover. Basically it will be assembly, and I'll draw the mirror later. And let's go to, let's say, shell, and changing it to 2 millimeters, and I'll select this face and select OK. So you can see that 2 millimeter shell is done. And what it does, the thickness of this wall, that is this wall, will be 2 mm, right? You can check this, go to evaluate, go to measure, and you can check this. It will be 2 mm, right? As you can see that this is the length, but the distance will be 2 mm, right? So the shell is done. And next is let's say next is we can apply some text, and let's say I'll go to sketch again and select this face, and let's say I'll go to center rectangle and I'll make a center rectangle here, and let's say I'll dimension it. The dimension from here to here, it will be let's say 29. I think 29 is less, so I'll change it to, let's say, 39, or let's change it to some 35. Okay. The dimension from this dimension is, let's say, 40, and this dimension is let's say 15 units or 15 millimeters, and still it is under defined. Select this one and make vertical, and now it is fully defined. Basically it will be a construction construction geometry. So I'll select this, and I'll check this box for construction, and I'll make another center line, and in fact midpoint line, and then I'll change that line to center line. Select this, and I change it to for construction. Okay, so the dimension from, let's say, here to here, it will be 5.47. Next is I'll go to text tool, and I'll select this curve. Okay, and let's say you can write anything. You can write your name, your logo. I'll write CADable, so CADABLE, right? And you can center your text, and just uncheck it, go to font, and I can increase my font. Let's say I'll change it to 5, better, and select OK. Right, so we are done with this sketch, right? Next is I'll go to split tool again, and I'll split that geometry, and in fact just go back in, and I'll make this let's say non-construction, because I need that geometry, and you can uncheck this box. Okay, so next I'll go to features, I'll go to curves again, split line, and this time I'll select this feature and select OK. So you can see that this sketch or this text is splitted, and our faces are splitted, and I can apply some material or some texture as well. I can apply some fillet over there as well, just changing it to, let's say, 1 millimeter. Select this face and this face and select OK. Next is I can apply some material. So let's say I'll go to appearance, and under appearance you can go to plastic, and let's say I'll go to satin finish, and let's drag this so I can apply let's say I'll apply this satin finish plastic to this body. You can apply any texture you want, right? And let's say now I'll apply some texture over here. So go back again, and I'll apply this texture. You can apply any texture you want, right? Select this, and let's say, in fact I can apply this texture to here as well. So go back to appearance again, and I can apply this texture to here as well and here as well. Next I can apply some texture to these as well, and you can select this holding shift key and pressing your left mouse click, and let's say I can apply this texture to this body, or you can change it to let's say I can apply this texture as well. So we are done with this basic modeling of this mirror, and you can apply its text size as well. Let's say you can increase that number. Go to split line and just double clicking this, and I can increase this, but it's up to you. Let's say I can change it to 7, but I think that's okay. Next is we have to model its mirror. So first of all, I'll save my model to, let's say, a desktop, and under desktop, let's say I'll save this to 1 and save it. Okay. Next is I'll go to new again, go to part, and I'll go to front plane, go to center rectangle, and this time I'll draw the mirror, and the dimension will be, let's say, 80 by 65, and okay. Next is I can apply some fillet. Let's say the fillet will be 5 units or 5 millimeters. Okay, just cancel it, go to features, go to Extrude Boss, and this time I'll extrude up to only 2 mm. Okay, so this is the basic let's say basic mirror. Go to appearance tool, and this time I'll go to, let's say, gloss and thick gloss and clear thick gloss. Okay, I can save it again to the desktop. This time I'll give 2 to the I'll give a 2 number to the file name and save. Next is I'll go to, let's say, make assembly from part, and I can drag these two, press OK. Now you can see that the first item which you always inserted in SolidWorks assembly is fixed. You can float it by using this key, but let's say I can float this model. Okay, first of all I'll change my background. Let's say I want to assemble this mirror to this plastic body. Let's say let's select this back face and this face, holding shift key. In fact, select this and hold control key and make coincident relation. Okay, still, in fact, first I'll make it fix so that I can assemble this in easy way. Next is I can apply another mate and hold control key and select this face and make another coincident relation. Still, it can move in these directions. This time I'll use a advanced mate. Go to mate, and this time I'll use, in fact, go to advanced mates, and I'll use my favorite mate, which is width mate. You can use symmetric mate as well. Select this face and this face, and let's say this face and this face, and it will be inserted. Okay, so we are done with this basic modeling. Let's say I don't want this this yellowish appearance. I can change it in assembly mode as well, just selecting one by one. Go to appearance, and let's say go to plastic, and I want this to be, let's say, go to plastic and cream medium plastic, or okay, better. Let's say I want to render this pocket mirror, and for this I need Solidworks photoview360 or Solidworks render engine, which you can insert. Go to add-ins and select this photoview360 and select OK. Now you can see that render tools are appeared in this menu, and you can you can change your let's say background, lights, or anything from here, right? These are all settings. I am not going into the details of these. I have already applied material, so I can render, and you can render from here or you can render from here as well, right? So it will take some time to render. Right, it will take some time to render, and that's it from Solidworks photoview360. Next is I'll export this model to Keyshot, and I'll do some basic rendering over there as well, right? So go to insert, in fact go to tools, go to Keyshot 9 and send this model to Keyshot. It will take some time depending upon the your PC configuration, and the model is imported in Solidworks. Let's say I don't want these ground shadows, and okay, let's say I'll go to let's say I want to apply material, so go to project, go to scene, and let's say okay, full screen is appeared, so I can now easily apply material or texture or anything. So go to library, and first of all I'll apply some material. This is my this is my design tree, okay, and these are all these materials are linked which I have applied in Solidworks, and I'll just I'll change these materials. So let's say I'll search, I'll go to Xalta paints, and let's say I want this material to this body, and I can drag this, and it will be applied. Next is I want this material on this text, on this, okay. Next is I can search it as well, snowstorm, which I can apply to this text as well, and you can see that when I drag any material and I apply this, and you can see its effect on this design tree as well, right? Lastly, I'll apply material on this let's say on this mirror. So let's say I'll go to multi-layer optics, and I'll apply this to this mirror. Okay. So we are done with this basic application of materials. You can render it without giving any material when you are applying in fact, when you are importing any geometry from Solidworks or any 3D modeling software. But I usually prefer to apply Keyshot materials. So you can change this perspective view if you want. Go to lighting, and let's say I'll add these lightings as well. In fact, okay, it's better. Okay, go to environment, and I think I don't need these. I don't need any setting. Go to, let's say, background, and I need pure white background, and that looks quite nice. And just panning my model into the center, or you can go to center and fit models. Let's say I want 1280 by 720 my final render picture. So we are done with these settings, and finally I'll render my model. Go to render, and let's say I want to save this model to mirror on the desktop, and set OK. Go to options, and these sample, I think I'll need a 128 samples for this render, and it will take lesser time. And okay, render. So it will take some time to render. As you can see, Keyshot render engine is calculating, and here you can see the percentage, and it will take some time to render. Rendering is always a time taking process. That's why I have reduced from 512 samples to 128 samples. And we are almost done with this Keyshot rendering. You can see that the samples, and we are using 128 samples, so almost 60 samples are done. This was my Solidworks geometry. Just cancel it. Just cancel this as well. So we are done with this tutorial of Solidworks pocket mirror rendering, and Keyshot pocket mirror rendering as well. And I hope you like it. And if you have any questions, any queries on this tutorial or any other tutorial in my list, you can ask in comment section. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to our channel for more informative videos. Thank you.